Hey everyone, appreciate you all being here at USA Crypto Group for this Ego Dance event. I see a lot of familiar faces here, but for those who are first time here, it's an event where we allow projects, any project, and we don't even charge these projects to come in. Give us a summary on the project, pretty much like an elevator pitch. So with that being said, I'd like to welcome Crypto Court from Multiverse. So Crypto Court, pleasure to meet you, brother. If you can go ahead and start out, talk about yourself a bit, maybe your team, and after that, give us a summary on your project.
Yeah, sure thing. Thanks again for having me here. My name's Cord Henderson, also known as Crypto Cord on Telegram. I'm one of the co-founders of Multiverse Token, along with my partner Juan Diego, also known as Roaring Kitty on Telegram. And we started Multiverse Token with a safe space in mind. You know, we've been in crypto for, I want to say, a combined of 7 years. We started as investors, and we developed this friendship. And you know, we were involved in some good projects and also some bad projects. Like most of you know, the space have become pretty toxic, and we had this crazy idea to launch this project with zero point 0.5 BNB in liquidity and a dream of creating a safe space. I have 7 children, which I teach them about crypto all the time. Some of my older boys are getting really interested and involved, and I'll just be damned if they have to go through the same negativity that we had to go through, as many of you already know. So we started Multiverse Token to build a safe place for to build a community. And things started to snowball. We started with 0.5 BNB in liquidity, and our all-time high was 180K. We're hovering at about 85 to 90 right now as a floor. And we wanted this project to be a very long project. I always said that I would love for Multiverse Token to outlive us, something for future generations to come. And one part about longevity is building utility. And what we have in development is our drone services. We're going to create these experiences, if you will, through video footage taken by community members all over the world that we have. And our goal is to envision your grandmother, you know, who loved to travel, but she might not be able to travel anymore. She can enter one of our experiences and, you know, and walk down the streets of Rome and live these pretty awesome video experiences through video, but eventually virtual reality. We're looking into some hardware and software to get that incorporated into VR headsets, which would be really exciting. Also, if you envision the mountain climber who was injured, you know, and he doesn't have to stop living out his dream. He can enter one of our experiences and live that way. Also, students, you know, I believe that education is very important, and we're going to partner with education programs to bring our experiences into the classroom so kids can have an interactive learning experience, whether it be geography, history, learning, getting a bird's eye view of the pyramids in Egypt. So we think that's going to be really cool. Drone services are very versatile. You think about diving, deep sea diving. We can have underwater experiences, which we're currently looking into as well. So sky's the limit with that. In the meantime, we have our staking pool, which 50% of our total supply is in our staking pool. Even more because 6% of our total supply has been burned. So yeah, a lot of tokens are taken off of the market already. There's about 6% of the supply left in PancakeSwap for sale. Also, we have our AI TG bot, which we'll be releasing here in the next few days. And what's pretty exciting and unique about that is our swap feature. You will be able to to make transactions through the bot itself without leaving the Telegram group. So no more 3 or 4 open tabs or PooCoin or MetaMask. You could do all your transactions inside of the group. So that would be very exciting. We're excited to get that rolling out before our big drone utility is released. Also, we have merchandising in our store. We run contests daily in our Telegram group, so I highly encourage everyone to get over there and have an opportunity to win yourself some beans in a lot of different unique ways. So yeah, that's Multiverse Token, and again, thanks for having me, guys.
I was speaking to myself there for a second. Hey, appreciate that elevators pitch there, Crypto Court. So it sounds like the whole premise of your project is around metaverse, correct? But you guys can tie a lot of real life utilities to it. Now you mentioned drone services, Crypto. Could you put more emphasis on that? And how are you guys plan to monetize that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, our video experiences will be the first rollout. I live in central South Dakota here in the United States, and farming and ranching is a big deal. Um, and a lot of the younger ranchers and farmers are using drones to, whether it be to find cattle in big pastures or to check out crops without having to go into the fields, you know. So I've been currently in talks with a lot of my buddies here who currently do that, and they love the idea about involving crypto and yeah, so that would be a good outside revenue generator for us, you know, and drone services. You're talking about deliveries, and the sky's the limits what we can do with our drones.
Okay, now is that in the works or like
Yeah, it's currently being developed. We have our first drone prototype, which is just got delivered to me. I will be making a video with me and my children, shooting videos of our surrounding area and kind of giving a feel of how locals around the world can um, make money through providing us with videos experiences, and we can then monetize that and resell it, whether it be through the metaverse or real life experiences, and also through our virtual reality experiences that are coming soon after.
okay? And you mentioned it. There are a couple more utilities such as the AI TG bot, which you guys can also swap within the TG. Now, those that may not be familiar with that, actually TG bots is actually one of the hottest category right now. In fact, I think CoinMarketCap and other listing place actually they actually devote a little section for it. So TG bots are actually very popular right now. I can't remember a coin right now, but it launched and it just took off. I think it's at around 500 million right now. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, that started everything. So right now you're able to trade any coin even faster in Uniswap or even like Pancake Swap within within Telegram, which is pretty impressive. And I'm assuming that's what you guys trying to do as well with your bot.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And you will be able to clone our bot and use it in all TG groups. So that's very exciting to us. And that again, that will be releasing within the next few days.
Oh, really? The next few days, huh? Okay.
Yes, we
Awesome.
have been in
Awesome.
development of that for almost 3 weeks now.
Okay. Now, how long has your project been around crypto?
19 days. Today is day
Nice.
19.
All right. And you mentioned that at its all-time high was 180K, and right now it's sitting around 95K.
Yes.
Okay. What
Yes,
was the initial?
we started with point 0.5 BNB in liquidity.
Okay. That's that's not bad. All right. Hey, you're a busy guy, man. 7 kids, huh?
Yeah. 7 kids. The youngest is 6 and my oldest is 18. Yeah.
Oh man, very busy dude. I'm not sure how you do it, but Now you're right on in regards to educating your kids in the crypto space, and you hope that they will not go through the shit that we went through, right? A lot of scams,
Absolutely.
a lot of hardship. Um, but I think that's kind of made us more wiser, I think. And I just don't foresee us because, the thing is that being decentralized, right? There's a catch 22. It's like it's hard because
Absolutely.
decentralization is meaning that there's no control at all whatsoever, right? Uh, it just comes with the territory. I'm not sure how I don't know. It's a tough area to discuss about. It's like you cannot win 100% on both sides, right? Do you want full decentralization or do you want control? I don't know. It's tough.
Right,
But
but what we can control is creating these safe spaces like multiverse tokens. So y- y- there's no scamming involved. We're completely transparent, we're honest, and I think the space is missing more projects like this.
yeah, I agree. I think education is everything, right? And the problem within the space right now is that you have a lot of new investors coming in. They are not equipped with education, so they do not make informed decisions, right? They just literally they will come to, let's say, for example, USA Crypto Group. We post something, and they don't have much knowledge. They don't even know where to begin as far as research go. And not just us, but with other groups as well, call groups as well. So I think that's an issue. Is that I think education, as long as the investors know exactly what they're doing, I think that's okay. But the problem is that the space still new. The space is very new, so trying to get everyone educated in the space, it's tough. And I feel like it's gonna take some years. We still got a few more years to go.
That's right. And the few of us who have been around for a few years already, I think we definitely all have a shared responsibility to educate the newcomers and create more of a positive space here.
100%. All right, guys. So if you guys are listening and you guys like what Crypto said, Mike just pinned. There's a post on there that gives a bit of a summary of the project. I think that includes the TG too, huh? Let me see here. Yeah, there's a Telegram there, so I encourage you guys to join Multiverse and get to know Crypto more and also as well as the project. Seems like Crypto is a very honest guy. That's what it comes across to me. So, hey, I appreciate it, Crypto. Now I have to ask you one hard question.
Sure.
If you have to pick one thing, Crypto, that has the most value for your project as well as for investor to invest in, what would that be?
I think it would have to be the community and the positive vibes and the love that we all share at Multiverse Token, the transparency and the support um, that we've all received from everyone. I think that was the driving factor of us creating the token. What was to be transparent and show people that positivity and love can win in this space. Um, Also, the drone services are very cool. Look out for the experiences coming up.
I like that. I like that. And I think in the crypto space, I think, it's proven that I think community is everything. To be honest, I think
Yes,
that's
it is.
everything. You see how Shiba Inu blew up. You see how Doge blew up. Literally without nothing, no utility in the beginning. All they had was their community. That's it. So, that's one thing about a crypto is that, I came to realize I didn't understand it back then, but I came to realize that community is everything in this space. So as long as you guys, like you said, you put a lot of emphasis on that, bringing that trust factor and the transparency in, and I think it will go a long way.
I agree. Thank you.
Awesome, crypto. Well, again, thanks, brother. Thanks for coming in here and be part of our Eagles Den. Uh, Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks again for having me.
All right. Appreciate that, Cord. Next up, we have multi-buyer bot with the manager on the mic.
All right, the manager.
Hello! Hello, guys!
What's up, brother?
I'm good. I'm good. I
Good,
have
good.
enjoyed a great comeback by Manchester United today, so I'm a happy guy.
Oh, nice. What's the score? What was the score?
Went under 0-2, and then we turned to 3-2.
Wow. Came up from 0 to 2, huh? Congrats.
Thank you. Also, congrats to CryptoCord here for a good job. I know him from a long time ago. I've hosted him a couple of times also, so cool stuff.
Yeah, thanks for the shout out. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Thank you.
All right, the
Thank you.
manager. Looks like
Yeah.
you come to our room every day, and like I always said, I respect your hustle. Um, it seems like you don't even sleep. I'm not sure how you do it, but we're glad to have you here. And what do you represent today, brother?
I am representing multi-buyer bots, and yeah, this is of course an exciting project introducing several innovative elements that combine kind of different tactics to help out investors that want to invest on ETH tokens. Because what is multi-buyer bot? It's a gateway to collective crypto success. Join a thriving community where you can have minds merge, funds unite, and profit grows together. So it's a bot. It's a bot for investments. And why use the bot? Yeah, because on Ethereum, guys, you know you have high gas fees. You have also competition on getting in early and not buying in on other FOMOs. So imagine then investing in unity, not isolation. You can empower your voice, you can pool resources and tap into some uncommon tokens because one guy has to set up the bot. He had to take initiative on, yeah, I found this gem. It's live now, or this one is coming live just in a few minutes. Should we set up a pool where you guys can come in, invest what you have? If you have like 0.1 ETH, and I have 1 ETH, we can do it together. We can do voting on when to sell, when to buy, based on market cap or levels on the chart. We can sell when we want to. We can buy more when we want to, but as a collective. So with customizable voting and seamless collaboration, you're part of the movement. So this is perfect for, yeah, I can take myself. I have a friend that I introduced to crypto. He does not know shit about crypto, the technology, or basically how to use Uniswap and wallets and whatever. So we can get him onto setting up a wallet. That's not really hard. And we can also get him to send funds. But for me, with this guy, tell him when to sell, tell him when to buy. He's calling me all the time. Yeah, it's stress. So if we can go into a kind of a group in Telegram and be us two or more people as well, setting up a pool of investments and set some targets and voting in place, it's much more easy because he doesn't have to think about his wallet. I don't have to think about his wallet. There's a bot wallet. He has sent his funds and everything is under control. So it's a ticket to kind of have shared prosperity here. And in terms of what we would say are the competitive advantages of this is that you have a unique platform promoting collective prosperity. You have customizable voting percentages for tailored decision making then. And we have sustainable tokenomics with the multibuyer token driving long-term growth. And how do we do that? Well, the key activities, of course, here is bot development, continuous improvements, and maintenance. We are facilitating collaborative investment and token purchases in the bot, and we're managing revenue generation and sustainable tokenomics. So the key resources here are bot, platform, technology. We have good moderators, we have good staff, we have a great liquidity pool for sustaining the tokenomics. Now it's all about key partnerships. We're partnering with the project for listing opportunities. We're now in the finish line of listing on Marswap with a guy called Ian. He's pretty high up in investments in Shiba, and Shibarium, of course, launching. So we will have a good partnership there. A lot of eyes on us. And we want to also collaborate with other Telegram communities to foster adoption of the bot, because this is word of mouth and community driven. If people likes the bot and uses it in their lounges, small groups, or even smaller groups with just a friend, as long as you're admin, you control the bot and you set up the bot. And it's pretty much now that we use buildablock.finance to development and maintenance for the bot. We have had version 1, we are at version 1.5, soon to be version 2. So there's continuous improvements now based on community feedbacks also that we do, and we have marketing and promotional expenses, of course, as well, ongoing. So the revenue streams, of course, is important to consider as an investor. And we will have commercials displayed and ads on the bot. And we will have revenue from that, also trending services on the bot. We have the transaction tax model generating also revenue for ongoing developments and buybacks. And also to you guys that's holding our multibuyer bot tokens. So using the bot, there will be 0% 2 tax and 0% 0.1 goes to development and 0.1 also goes back to the holders. So that is, of course, very important, not just the chart up and downs with buy and sells. That's important too, because we do buybacks and of course, burns. So the value propositions that I want you guys to stay up on your heads is, of course, the unity and camaraderie among community members using this kind of bot. You will have access to collaborative investment opportunities and uncommon tokens, like we said, because, yeah, not everyone finds the gems. Like myself, I've been in the space for 6 years now, have a good network of connections. So, of course, I always kind of get invited to some private sales or stealth launches, whatever, to get an early access. And if you have guys or women that has that knowledge, why not invite your closest friends or your buddies around the space and invest together and have a customizable voting power for the collective decision making on when to sell, when to buy more, when to sell more. So yeah, I think this bot is much needed. I haven't seen any other bot out there doing exactly the same that we are doing here. And yeah, there's disruption here in what's already existing of bots and Telegram and investment bots. So I think that also now going forward to disrupt the existing bot we have and cater to the preferences of small retail investors who are familiar with traditional finance concepts. Like everyone knows, maybe to invest in funds with other small retail investors. So we can introduce kind of incremental improvements and radical innovations to the multi-buyer bot by having a clear value proposition. We'll have enhanced user experience and diversified token selection. I think that's important. Being transparent also with the reporting and educational resources with this kind of bot, because we went to 570K market cap, and then we launched the bot, and then the chart fell down because I think the people maybe expected a more UI, UX, also user experience, more smooth bot. But of course, when you have devs, they focus on the technical part. So that's what we're focusing on now, making it much more smoother with much more functionality, so people can understand better how to operate and use the bot. Yeah, I think that covers much of the bot. Are you there, guys?
Yeah. Did we lose Seattle here? Trying to look for his name.
So it's more than a token. It's a ticket to share prosperity. That's what it is. It's a way for, like the dev said, Rex Poke. He's also a good caller. I've been around the space for many years. Also part of my Scandinavian pub, vouched by Caesar at least 4 times. I'm a holder. He's not. He pisses his pants a lot when he's investing in tokens. And then I get scared, and then he sells. And then, of course, the token moves higher up. So if he uses this kind of bot, he will not have the possibilities to sell off, be scared, whatever, or other factors triggering him on the sell buttons. Because you take those decisions as a collective on voting or set goals. And of course, if you can feel safe then and maybe get some more gains, it's much better for him to build a portfolio and profits that way instead of chasing, watching Telegram, phone all day and not making it. Because if you are an experienced trader and of course been around the space for a lot of time, you know how to operate. But if you're bringing in your closest friends, families, people you meet in crypto, then it's of course more difficult to make the right decisions. And of course, with ETH, when bull run comes, you might see a couple of $100 in gas fees. So sharing those gas fees then as a unity in this bot is of course much better than one person paying that much amount for himself. And we also have to consider that this bot is perfect for, I wouldn't say lesser developed countries, but countries with not that much resources. Maybe $30 is their lottery ticket out of poverty and making it. So of course, on ETH, there are the biggest gains. And if they can put then $30 into a pool with 10 others or 50 others, and the possibility to do 100x or 1000x, then those $30 doesn't just vanish away in gas fees.
Yeah, 100%. So, man, when did you guys launch the multiplier bot? Oh, here's Cielo just coming back in now. Hey, Bella.
Yeah, me and Rex Poke, it's his idea. He has control of all the wallets, has the dialogue with the utility devs from America, the United States. He controls everything. I'm just helping out. So we did a private sale or a pre-sale. We raised 10 ETH, and then we launched, and it went smooth. Everything was good, and yeah, it's been alive now for a couple of weeks. Let's see what the launch date was. I think that was on August 9.
Okay.
Hey, sorry about that, guys. My phone said
So yeah,
it was overheating. So, you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can
yeah,
hear you, brother.
Okay, sorry about that. Because
No worries.
I'm literally on the sidewalk. Apparently, it's really hot over here. I'm not sure I've missed anything, but you know, very interesting project, manager. I want to actually unpack what you said there earlier. So if I understand it correctly, manager, so your bot
Mhm.
allows a bunch of investors to come together, right? And we are able to create a pool, and we make a collective decision of when to buy and when to sell, correct?
Yes,
And the bot
exactly.
it sells and buy automatically. Is that what it is?
Yeah, you can set up parameters where you have automatic sell based on targets or voting. So for voting, it would say that if you have 70% of the people saying sell, you sell. So maybe I can break it down a little bit because it goes beyond traditional crypto investment platforms.
Okay,
So
so
whether
walk
you're
me through the process here, manager. Walk me through the process. I have 5 friends, right? I have 5 friends. Just for example, 5 friends. Okay,
yes, yes, yes,
I
yes.
have you bought whatever I have you bought. Okay, so walk me through the process of how. Well, first off, even though your name says multi-buy, but I'm assuming that's also multi-sell as well, right? So now, would this be able to
Right.
apply to like smaller projects, like starting out projects? Because I assume if the
Yeah.
project market cap is very small, that can kill the project itself, right? So what is your,
Yeah.
I guess, what do you guys focus on as far as like finding a good projects? And how does your bot help you find projects as well? Or is that something that we
No,
have to do it on our own?
you have to use other bots or yourself and the knowledge to look at the project. Of course, do your own research and see. Okay, damn, this is a good one. Or you have a bot that says, okay, that this might be a gem. Launches now or have launched. We are 30 minutes in. You have a private group or a public group, and you have like-minded individuals together. We have already set the buyer wallet, so you have people also join in the pool, but you haven't decided on which token. So the bot allows multiple users to pool their money then into the single wallet in order to buy an ERC20 token. That's for now. There might be other chains later, like Shibarium. So if you are user A, you have generated a wallet directly through the Telegram bot, and you, as user A, set the bot to buy X amount of ETH worth X token. So, example, you have 10 ETH worth of multi. You fund the wallet with X amount of ETH, and you now own a proportional voting share of the wallet to the amount funded. For example, you as user A, you fund the wallet with 2 out of 10 ETH. Then you have 20 percentages of the voting share. So the other users, B, C, D, E, each fund the wallet with their X amount of ETH. they each now own also a voting share of the wallet, proportional to the amount they funded. So if they each send 2 ETH, they also own 20% voting share. So once the wallet is funded with the total amount of ETH, it either auto-buys the token targeted or waits to buy it at a price set by you as a user A, and everyone agrees on. So if the wallet is funded with more than the total ETH required, it auto-buys or waits to buy at the price set by you. It also recalculates the percentage voting share of each wallet holder based into the total amount of ETH funded. So wallet shareholders must vote for a token sell to be executed or for a limit order sell to be set. In order for the wallet to sell or for a limit order to be set, total percentages of votes in favor of the sell must exceed the percentages decided when multi-buy was initiated. For example, 70%. So once the wallet sells, it returns a proportional share of the money collected to the wallet shareholders. So further down the line, I guess the bot also will have more utilities like people like multi-snipe maybe, and single buy. If you don't have any friends, of course, you can use the bot to do single buys as well.
Got it. So I guess my question, so the whole premise of this is to encourage, I guess, a lot of people or the people in the pool, I guess, encourage everyone to do research, try to find good projects. Because my question is for you, right, the managers, like, let's say I have 5 friends. Like right now, like you mentioned, we can always just send to my contract, right? And we say, hey, let's buy this project together, right? And we believe that by, you just have more buying power, etc. I guess I'm trying to understand the benefits. So if I ask you, why would I want to get the spot and pool in the money with my friends, and we all make collective decisions? What would be your answer to that? Why would I need your bot to do this?
Well, like I've said, when people buy on individual basis, everyone needs to pay those fucking gas fees, right? And you also have to fight your friends for the entries, right? So you buy,
Right.
they buy after one another. Who sells first? And then everyone sells. So it's better for you guys then to actually do that as a unit, because then you invest with one gas fee on one buy, or of course more buys if you want to set targets, and you sell based on what you decide on together by voting or price targets. So there's a huge amount less admin work, stress levels, and following up everything.
Now, is this anonymous? The managers. Let's say we create a bot. Me and my friends, we have your bot. We create a bot and we pull in together and we say, you know what? Let's sell the project A by tomorrow at 12 noon, whatever, right? Now, let's say I'm a project owner. Would I be able to recognize that those guys are using your bot? Because I feel like it could be very detrimental in a way for especially early project owners in a way, I feel, because I mean, if you guys are selling together all at the same time, I mean, if my market cap is like, let's say $100,000, that's gonna kill my project. Like, so would the project owner know whether people are using your bot to invest in their project?
No, they would not.
Okay,
The
they would
whole
not.
point of this bot is to kind of foster a thriving community within Telegram groups, small or big, and uniting the crypto investors, because there's a educational side of this. Don't know if you heard, but I have a friend he wanted to go into crypto. I told him to invest in the pre-sale of Tectum, a blockchain. He's done very well, but of course he calls me all the time. When do I sell? When do I take profits? Do you have other projects? So I don't want to be his admin. I don't want to have those calls, or every hour of the hours. So it's much better for us than to say, okay, now I have a project. We have the bot wallet. You're connected to that. You can send if you want to join, and we vote together. You want to sell on this level? Do you want to sell on that level? How much do we sell each time? And make collective decisions. So of course, like any other project that's a low market cap, if you sell everything, just dump everything, of course it will hurt the project. But
Right.
it's a free
No,
market,
I feel it's a
and people do that.
catch-22, right? The manager. I feel like it's a catch-22. So collectively, when a bunch of people buy into a project, when it's the market cap is low, of course, it benefits the project greatly, right? But also, contrary to that, when you sell, it also affects the project as well. So I think
Yeah,
I
but
definitely can
that's
see that. Yeah.
it's the user A. If you are user A and the admin, you are the one setting those parameters that you
Mhm.
collectively agree on. So no other people can tweak or do other decision makings that what's already set and people agreed on. So of course you decide if you want to be a total bastard and fuck up and sell everything at once, or if you want to be nice, that you sell in portions. Of course, if you're a greedy motherfucker, you can say, okay, I'll sell everything when this token we bought on 20K market cap reach 2 million. We dump everything. The bot doesn't think ethics. It's just a tool.
Yeah, no, I definitely see the benefits, but also the negative side to it. Because, like I said, if I was a project owner, if I own a project and I know that there's a bunch of people that's using your bot to buy into my project, even, let's say, even if I'm just a
Yeah,
regular
but you
investor in the
wouldn't
project, I'll be
say that.
very,
You
say
wouldn't
that again?
see that. You wouldn't see that.
Right,
You would, as a
right.
project owner, you would just see one sell from one wallet. That's it. So you won't see 10 wallets selling. It's only one wallet, the pool wallet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So there's no difference there than me having 6 wallets in a private sale.
Mm-hmm. No, I
Then I
definitely can
sell, of
see
course, from 6 wallets.
yeah, I see the side where it brings in, it unite investors, like you say. There's a side to that unite investors. Uh, but the decisions, let's say, for example, so let's say there's a project A, right?
Yeah.
Where you have to make decisions really fast, and from it seems like your bot, you literally have to program it, and it sells itself. So let's say if I have to sell project A within, let's say, in 10 minutes, so decisions like that can be not, I mean, things like that, it cannot be immediately with your bot, correct? Because there's no way I can get my 10 friends or 20 friends to make that collective decisions immediately and execute the sale immediately, correct? Or
Well,
can you override?
if you set the bot to this project that you found, and you have everything set up on targets, on what kind of percentage you need your friends to kind of gather around. If 40% agrees this is good shit, let's go, or 60% good shit, let's go. You can't overrun it right now, but we have been thinking that you, as an initiative taker, can overrun those decisions as well. If not, we will have single buy opportunity in the bot. You use the bot for sniping and other stuff coming that will be possible.
Okay, yeah.
But
So I think
yeah,
because there are times where you have to make that emergency or immediate decisions, right? And you know, we had a program in USA Crypto Group where then we realized that, man, you know, given the crypto space, you have people in Asia, Europe, North America,
yeah,
etc. It's very hard to get that to make that decisions collectively in a situation where you have to make the decision right away.
yeah. And we
Yeah,
will
so
have a emergency exit function in the bot if it kind of recognizes, oh shit, this is a honeypot in the making or a scam or slow rug. Yeah, it will sell.
okay. Yeah, guys, I mean, I'm just trying to break down everything about the project because it actually sounds very interesting. Like I said, TG Bot's very popular now. So there's a reason why the
Yeah,
projects, even
it
this
takes
project
time
exists,
to develop everything. Yeah.
right? And I'm just trying to understand everything, but obviously we do not have time. I will be going to the TG and actually trying to learn more about the project. Obviously, the manager cannot tell me every single detail. We just don't have time for that. But I will definitely dive
No.
deeper into the project for sure. So I appreciate you being here, the manager, and you know, talk about the project here.
Yeah, no worries. It's always good to be in this group. I have a lot of friends here, and yeah, I am here just for the cause of the bot, and hoping that this also makes it easier for users in this group to pool their resources and have fun together with their friends, and not just aping in or aping out with all the stress levels. Because, like I said, the founder, high stress levels, he always sells his stuff before he should. He's not a holder, he's not good at it. So if he has this holdback, I'm a holder, I can hold long term. It doesn't affect me if this and that happens. If I then can learn him through this community voting and target set, he doesn't have to have those stress levels. It's kind of safe. We have the emergency exit and we have targets and voting set. Relax.
100%, 100%. Manager, I appreciate you, brother, and I, you know, how we always do with this group is that I appreciate you answer tough questions. We do not hold back. We ask tough questions out there, and you know how we've been operate. You know, it's always been like that. So I appreciate you being here, and you always here. So thanks a lot, man. And yeah, keep bringing new projects to us, and you're part of the family now. I feel.
Yeah, we love the States and America, so we are friendly people here in Norway, and you're friendly people over there as well. So we have fun together.
Thanks, brother. All right. What do we have next, Mike?
All right. Appreciate that presentation there, manager. Next, we have up Matt from Def Cafe.
That's right, man.
Yes.
All right. Well, before we start, man, I just want to say that you know, Def Cafe. We had the first AMA with Def Cafe around 2 years ago. So, and Matt was vouching for Def Cafe 2 years ago, and so for him to come back here 2 years later and still vouching for this project, that speaks volumes. That speaks a lot, right? So, Matt, welcome. Great to see you, brother. You know, Matt and I, we go way back. So I didn't even know that Def Cafe still exists. So to be in the space to have a project that lasts for 2 years, I'm very excited to learn more about the project, especially after 2 years. So welcome, Matt. If you can start out introducing yourself a bit, and we go from there, brother.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having us back on USA Crypto. If you look way back on the announcement pins, you'll see our original AMA. I'm not going to cover a lot of the information about what the basics of the project are about, more like an update, because we actually do have a pre-sale with whitelists available happening in about the next hour if you want to purchase our ETH side of expansion. But yeah, thanks a lot, USA Crypto, for having us again. Our 2-year anniversary is actually February 13th. coming up this next year. It's important to me because as a community member, I actually recently added 4% to the liquidity, and I locked it personally because I have that much confidence in the project until our 2nd year anniversary. And then my plan is to add liquidity from all referral bonuses that I receive to put it back into the project and not even touch that. So I'm very confident in the project. But to get things moving along to where I could tell you about it, aside from looking at the USA Crypto video link that we had, I want to say about 18 months ago, I will catch you up on some basics because everybody wants to know what the numbers are in crypto. Right now, we're at about 225,000 market cap, which is about a 3.5x in terms of dollars to our initial launch price from our pre-sale. That was on the BSC side of the token. Now, 3.5x is to the dollar. BNB, I'm not going to say it's rugged us, but it hasn't been doing as good as some other cryptos. But if you were to actually look at what the value of our token is to BNB, we're actually sitting at a 7x. A 7x with almost 2 years ongoing project, and it's only just getting started. Liquidity right now is about 45,000. So if you do want to trade for short gains, you're more than welcome. One of the values that Raiden, our developer, has is that nobody pays tax to enter Def Cafe Society, so there's zero buy tax. You only pay tax if you decide to leave the project and take your profit. So we're very much about being in a community. If we encourage, if you want to take profit. But with the revenue share that I'm about to discuss, you might actually make more. I know there's a lot of stuff about passive income, seems to be a hashtag on Twitter. But what if you were actually in a project where your passive income outweighed having to time the ATH and be the one guy that sold it? So starting off, we have a lot of different websites. Raiden is a fully doxed developer. His name is Alex. If you go onto our website, def.cafe, because he makes everything custom to include the website, to include the contract, you'll see Alex, our main developer. You'll see his wife, Camilla. They got nice little photos up of them. And you can actually go into our main chat, which should be linked in some of the pins in this chat. And you can see that Raiden is just doxed. He's not just a name. He's not just a photograph. He's in the Russian news. He worked for the government whenever COVID-19 was out. He actually developed technology to detect COVID-19 through thermal scanners. He's also worked in the fitness industry and made like fitness mirrors. He was also a developer in a $40 million metaverse project called Arcona. $40 million, though, is kind of just the tip of the iceberg of where our potential is if you're looking at market cap. But to me, it's not even about market cap and selling. It's about what does the project have to offer. So we have a developer who's fully doxed. He's put his name out there. He put his wife's name out there and her face on the latest documents. If you go to def.cafe and you look up who are we. But so over the last year, since we were in USA Crypto, we had a pre-sale sniper. That was the first utility that came online. It sniped Pink Sale, DX Sale, and Uniswap. It wasn't about taking advantage of people or projects. It's about, I have a life. I'm going to set some settings that I want to buy something, and then I'm going to hit start, and then I'm just going to let it fill my order. If you had a lot of money, then you could, do 6 wallets at the same time. If you just wanted to get into one pre-sale, you set the gas, and then first block, if you guessed the right amount of gas, it would get you into a pre-sale. I actually sniped a pre-sale for USA Crypto, and I gave the bag to the community pool a while back for Bandex. I'm pretty sure almost no community member got in. I did, and then I used it for something positive, right? So we have had much more development since the pre-sale sniper. That's just basic stuff. That's a liquidity sniper. We've been developing something called the FTT, not to be confused with the big scam FTT centralized exchange, but we call it the fast trade terminal because we don't want to be known as a sniper. A sniper uses gas lots of it, spends lots of your money, and maybe if you're lucky, you get a good entry point if you time the price right, if you're fast enough, if the mem pool, which is the memory pool where your crypto transactions are bouncing around, decides to select you for having more gas. That's the way that we think we get in faster, right? So FTT's been under development for about a year. Really solid community. At peak, we had about 200 members, 50 of which were extremely active, sharing experiences, talking to the developer. Raiden would make custom coding developments on the fly. Like whenever we first did FTT, you would paste the contract that you wanted to purchase on a private node, and then within 1 or 2 blocks, because it wasn't as fast back then, it would make a purchase for you. And I was like, hey, Raiden, like, why do I have to put the contract in there? All these different groups are dropping links to charts or other stuff. And he's like, okay, sure. Boom. 15 minutes later, FTT now allows you to copy paste an entire address, and then the automation of the bot reads what the contract is and then conducts your trade for you. There's been times whenever new launch pads came out, like Gympad. Hey, Raiden, we want to trade on Gympad. Gympad says that it's unpurchasable with the bot. He's like, okay, I'll get back with you. Next day, okay, guys, Gympad is now enabled. Oh, wait, Pink Sale changed their security measures. The bot doesn't work. Oh, it doesn't? Okay, let me fix that. 15 minutes later, the community member, the ability to use the pre-sale sniper in Pink Sale. So you have a developer who isn't third party. He's actually in-house. He's working directly with the community. He has a vested interest in making sure that everybody has a positive and profitable trading experience. And he's making stuff within the parameters of what the project has promised, but he also likes to extend it to whatever the community wants. So that's FTT, Fast Trade Terminal. It basically does what your CEXs do. It does limit buys, it does limit sells, it does stop loss, trailing stop loss, all that. But what is about to happen? We are unleashing what some people might call a sniper module to the FTT, which basically, I would say a sniper is automation that purchases a contract upon the contract becoming available to purchase at a launch, right? The fastest one wins? Well, not always. Whenever you buy fast, are you buying 99% tax? Whenever you buy fast, did you just buy a honeypot? Whenever you buy fast, are you getting blacklisted because there's deadblocks that don't let anybody actually sell their bag if they bought within 1 or 2 blocks of a launch? And so what FTT has been doing is developing every possible worst case scenario that there is. So you have 200 testers that have had some wins, and we've had some really big losses, and we did it for the community. We shared our information. We have a developer in-house who has applied that information in order to give the technology to our alternative sniper system in order to make purchases. And so some different bots might have protections, but it's not just about protecting yourself from scams. Raiden has developed the bot similar to multi-purchase bot, where they want their customers to have the best possible deal regarding gas. We don't trade with high gas. We trade with algorithms. We actually are able to snipe projects against a sniper who's using hundreds of dollars of gas with just the minimum gas rate of, let's say, $7 against $300 or $400, because we have an algorithm that tricks the memory pool and prioritizes our transactions first. So whenever the alternative sniper system is released, which will be on the Ethereum public launch, which is the 2nd of this coming month, you will all be able to try it. It's available to the public. But why would you want to buy Cafe Token? Well, if you have Cafe Token, 10,000 tokens to be exact, you get basically a 50% discount on trading fees. So if I'm just a public user and I don't ever want to use or purchase cafe token, fine. We have MEV protection, MEV maximal extractable value. It's basically a fancy term for a sandwich bot, especially on Ethereum network where the memory pool is slow because blocks aren't just a matter of seconds like on Binance. It's a lot more time. You'll have snipers going against you, noticing that you might have made a big enough purchase to where they can make some money, and then they will try to front run you, make a purchase before you. Then your purchase hits, it pumps up the market cap price, and then they make a sell right after and they steal chunks of liquidity. This could be a couple bucks, which is annoying. This could be hundreds of dollars, which could be devastating to some people depending on how much you're investing. And so the alternative sniper system has MEV protection using our algorithm to either buy faster or buy around MEV bots. It's a 0.5% transaction fee to use MEV protection if you're just a person who randomly decides, I want to try this bot out. But if you're pro tier, it's free. Pro tier is holding the right amount of tokens or paying the right amount of subscription fee. So a subscription would be like $50 a month if you were to just be a random person that wanted to try out Pro Tier for a month, $25 a month if you have 10,000 tokens, or if you use a referral code like what's in my profile or anybody in Def Cafe Society's profile. I mean, hook your buddies up if you want to give them a little bit of referral fees from passive income. By all means, don't use my referral code. My referral code, though, does go back into liquidity, so keep that in mind if you're a long-term holder. And then moving down with the market orders, charging a 0.4% fee if you are basic tier, 0.2% fee if you are pro tier, and then limit orders a little bit more if you're pro tier, 0.35%, but still the same 0.4% for basic tier. And then the meat and potatoes, that sniper that I talked about, 1% fee, which is pretty much the lower end of the spectrum of standard for bot transaction fees. If you're basic tier, 0.5% if you are pro tier. But wait, there's more. Okay, so the sniper doesn't just buy with low gas using an algorithm to trick the memory pool. The sniper also doesn't waste gas. So as it's analyzing the token for a honeypot, for a blacklist, for high tax, it will not do an approval to buy your token and waste tons of gas. Instead, it's going to use something called an emulation. It's going to simulate a trade within the same block that it could conduct a trade if it decides it wants to. And then it is going to tell you safe, not safe, or if you want it to be on continuing buying mode, it will wait until it is safe. So it won't just deny your transaction and then leave you having to interact with the bot again. It'll wait until your parameters are met and it's safe. And then whatever amount of entry that you wanted, it will buy you at that entry or better. So we have an awesome product. There are other products out there with more money. There's products out there that have different entities backing them that just throw stuff out there that don't take a year to develop things. There's products out there, I won't throw down names, but if you want to ask me in Def Cafe chat, that have copied our staking pool, even the graphics on our staking pool. Maybe they think it's funny. Maybe they just have no originality. We have an in-house dev that is actually the originator of putting concepts into code. He doesn't just do it, he cares about it. He looks into individuals who message him promptly, gives great customer service to make sure that everybody has the best possibility of making money that they can. So you have def.cafe, you have revolution.def.cafe, has a nice little spill. If anybody is familiar with like the anarchist cookbook, kind of gives me that little feel about like, you know, the revolution against the system being against you, about crooked devs or insider groups trading. The whole point in Def Cafe is to be a society of open, honest, average investors that technologically have the edge that only insiders have. So they can try if they want to get ahead of us. If they pre-pump a token, our alternative sniper system is going to warn us of the pre-pump, and then we can decide whether or not we want to buy into it, or we could set parameters to where after the pre-pump fails and there's a dip, we snatch it where we want to snatch it. So I mentioned some revenue share. 15% of all bots revenue goes back to holders. And you may say, oh, there's other bots that say 100%. There's other bots that say this percent or that percent. How much actual revenue is going through those bots? Now, I don't have permission from Raiden to tell you how much revenue has been going through FTT, but I will say this. If we got any developers in the house and you have the ability to look into the contracts and the DApps and see how much actual user interaction there is, get back with us later and see how you like the volume we're throwing down compared to everybody else. On top of that, you can promise rewards, but do you actually deliver? How many of the bots out there have the person's face, their name, their family members doxxed on video, on news releases? This is a real project with real people. The reason why it's going on for about 2 years is because it's a completely honest effort, and they have nothing to lose but their time if things don't go the way that they want it, but they are going the way that we want it. It's slow, it's steady, it's honest, it's transparent, and we have a functional utility. So if you go to def.cafe, on the very first page, there's 2 different kinds of passive revenue scales that you'll see. You'll see a referral scale that shows you how much revenue you will make in BNB and ETH, based upon how many referees you have, and then how many people that those people refer. And then below that, it shows you the cafe token. How many cafe tokens do you have? Are you compounding, or are you just collecting your BNB and ETH? It's actually pretty awesome to see how much money you can make passively just by holding, and then how much more you can make by spreading the word. So this was a Binance token. Still is going to be, but it's also now going to be an Ethereum token. That's where our pre-sale's coming in. You're going to have to contact somebody in Def Cafe because I am heading to work in a little bit. But this does mean a lot to me, so I'm taking every minute of time that I can spare to make it happen. But if you want a whitelist, please go in there and contact somebody. Use USA Crypto, and then use an admin in Def Cafe to see about getting into our ETH pre-sale launch. ETH pre-sale is happening not to have 2 separate tokens, but to expand Def Cafe to Ethereum. We're doing it with a really scary word. You know, snipers are scary, right? What's also scary is the word bridge. We have a bridge 0. There's 0 locks on either side. You can purchase the tokens, you can bridge them, and you're not going to get stuck. There's 0 fees. There's no tax to transfer. There never has been, actually, a tax to transfer. And then on this bridge between Ethereum and BNB, why are we doing it? We're doing it because as much as we love Binance Smart Chain, as better it is of a crypto than Ethereum in terms of functionality, it's faster, it's cheaper. The investors just aren't there like they are in Ethereum. So we're extending to Ethereum just to give that much more of an open welcome to the Ethereum community. Our bot already trades on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. It's going to trade on other chains in the future as well, but we are extending it to Ethereum. And since Raiden, being an extremely honest dev, if you go to our lock, the main liquidity, not the liquidity that I did as a community member who trusts and believes in the project, but the one that he did, has a 21-year lock on liquidity. So out of that liquidity, I have maybe a few $1,000s. Raiden's got over $40,000 locked for 21 years, going nowhere. So to extend us to Ethereum without doing some crazy send in your tokens migration, selling on the chart, going over, we're keeping it multi-chain. We're not going to forget our people on the Binance side, but we're going to extend that much more openly to the Ethereum side. So you're going to have a pre-sale funding equal liquidity at an equal market price with a bridge between the two. So the market price isn't going to change. We basically doubled our liquidity at the same market price. So talk about profit-taking potential if that's what you're there for. And you might be thinking arbitrage. Well, Raiden's a developer. He has a balancing bot built into the bridge to make it to where there is only soft arbitrage. Not one whale can destroy the whole chart, but you can take a reasonable profit of maybe 10, 15% more by bridging, but you're not going to destroy the project because it's been planned out. That's what happens whenever your project's been around for almost 2 years and you've been taking things step by step by step. So I got to head out. I'll try to answer some questions mobile while I'm headed into work. Crypto's not my only thing. I got to have that 9-to-5 job like everybody else. In saying that, though, being a whale in Def Cafe, because I have revenue on the outside, I have no problem. I sleep every night quietly because I trust the team and I don't need the money. And so me and a lot of other people who are invested, we just sleep easy for whatever reason because we have no intent other than to see this project thrive, to enjoy the utility to trade other crypto, and to earn the passive income as it comes from the reasonable trading fees. So def.cafe, can't forget the website. It'll lead you to all the other links like trading.def.cafe would be the fast trade terminal. Sniper.def.cafe would be the pre-sale sniper. Revolution.def.cafe would be the link to the pre-sale countdown. And I think that's about the spill that I have. Sorry if I went over 5 minutes. Pretty excited about Def Cafe. I'm excited to share it because as a person with a value mindset where I love my neighbor and I want to treat people as I want to be treated, I just want to share something that I find personally beneficial that enriches me and my finances, and I want other people to have it too. The cool thing is the more people we bring into it, the more we all make back in that passive revenue if you decide to join us in Def Cafe.
All right. Great presentation there, Matt. Wow. I'm not sure if Matt is a core member of the project now, but he was not in a core member at all. And for him to vouch for the project, like I said, the last couple of years, that speaks volume. And I can see why. Actually, the first AMA that we had, I did buy into the project, and I still hold a coin. So I'm not sure what tier I'm at, but I did use the sniper, like Matt said, set it and forget it. And I was able to buy into a pre-sale without being there, zero, nothing. I don't have to worry about it. So it's actually really nice. Now, to be honest, I have not used it for a while, but I still hold the coin till now. One thing that Matt brought up that I think did not have it before when they first had the AMA here is that MEV protection. That is actually the biggest problem within your Ethereum. I think Binance too. But if you guys go to DEX tool, there's a little bot on the right-hand side. That's pretty much all those bots are buying, fund running you guys, because you guys have either the gas is too high or the slippage is too high. And they make billions of dollars out of this. And that's actually one of the biggest problems over Ethereum right now, actually. And I'm not sure if they figure out a way to solve that, but it's still going on. So for have the protection, that's actually very, very big, very important. So Matt, one question really quick. So right now, I remember that when we first had the AMA with you guys, I think you guys just supporting pink sale only. Right now, what are you guys supporting DX and Unicrypt and all that too?
Yeah, so right now the pre-sale sniper has been temporarily taken down for maintenance, but yes, they support DX sale, pink sale, Unicrypt, and Gympad. And then as things become more successful, you have an in-house developer, so all you have to do is ask and you get it. Like Gympad, for example, was a request. And so they said it was unsnipeable. Boom, we're sniping Gympad. And so yeah, it's whatever you want to make out of the project. Join Def Cafe, talk with the community. If you have a really good request, he can put your concept into coding. And one thing I forgot to mention, look up our Binance contract if somebody wants to paste it in the chat. First off, the contract is custom. It's 0x Def Cafe and then the rest of the code. That's kind of cool. It's a novelty, right? But if anybody actually wants to take time to read the contract, Def Cafe contract is actually a contract with the community. If you read the ideology in about the first, 40, 50 lines of code, it talks about what his values are, what he wants to do for the community, how he's frustrated with crypto, and how he wants to enrich people's investments and give them the same advantage that what the insiders have. It's on the Revolution website with a newer version, and then it's still in the contract. So I just thought it was kind of cool that crypto contract to me just means lines of code that say what the contract is going to do, but it's actually a contract with the community that he has not only fulfilled, he's exceeded it, because the end of the contract says milestones based upon volume or market cap, and Raiden didn't stop. Had he waited for the volume or the market cap, whenever crypto slowed down after our last bull run, we wouldn't be where we are right now. But he's passionate about it. It's his own personal thing. So he's pursuing his passion, and he's sharing it with the community. So give it a look. Def Cafe's contract right now, and we'll see whatever the contract happens to be on the Ethereum side. I don't even know it. I'm going to be at work. I hope I can make this pre-sale. And yeah, I'll stop talking.
Awesome, Matt. Awesome, guys. So yes, you guys heard it. So about the expand to Ethereum right now, and I just wanna, he mentioned one thing that's actually very important when it comes to sniping bots is that, sniping bots, as you guys know, it's been around for a long time, right? And to me, for a while, it seems like it's like a gas war, right? How much you're willing to pay for the gas to get your project sniped, but it seems like that's not the case. It seems like it's based off an algorithm. Now, I will look further into that, actually test that out, test that philosophy out, and see whether that works. But it's actually very interesting because sometimes you can pay him for thousands of dollars of gas, and you think the project is really good, and you end up paying for the gas, and the project turns out shitty, right? And you lose a lot on that as well. So that's very interesting, and I don't remember that they had that. One of our first AMA. 100%. I feel like the project they have been developing over there, and it seems like Matt again is vouching for the development.
Did we lose him?
Oh, let me look.
I thought that was me, but I think he dropped out.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
phone
my phone is like overheating. I'm not sure why it says my phone is overheating. But yeah, Matt, I appreciate you being here at USA Crypto Group, man, and just talk about the project. I will be definitely look further into that, especially the man protection and that algorithm function that's actually allow you to snipe besides just gas. That's actually very interesting. All right, JM, great to see you as well, brother. With that being said, guys, thank you so much. If you guys have a project you guys know of and you guys want them to be in the Eagles Den, reach out to Mike. But we have this. How often do we have this, Mike? Is it every 3 weeks or every 2 weeks?
Bi-weekly, every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks, and it does not cost a thing to enter. It's an event that we allow projects that may not just starting out, don't have a lot of cash, don't have a lot of money, the opportunity to raise awareness to the project. So with that being said, thank you, Matt. Thank you, Crypto Court. Thanks, the manager, for being here. And I think, Mike, do we have a giveaway to do?
We do. I took all the names down, and I am ready.
All right.
I had a question.
Oh, go ahead, Jam.
Yeah, was the screen share working during the presentation for us?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. What was that?
Was the screen share working during the presentation?
No, I didn't see any screen at all. Did anyone see the screen?
Yep, it was. I got that on the recording, brother.
Okay, perfect. And then there was one more thing for the community after you guys do your draw, just to prove the capability of FTT. If you guys want to put in a contract address for us, we want you to pick a project you're excited about and then potentially a rug And that way, when you input it, you can see that the bots auto read the contract and it protects you from potential rugs or honeypots, like Matt was saying. So just let us know. I'll screen share and then we'll go over that for you.
Wow, that's actually very interesting. So what you're saying is, James, so the bot is able to determine and make the assessment whether the code is actually legit or not. And if it's not legit, it will not execute the buy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Did they give you access to the alternate sniper tab? Because unless Raiden gave you access, the FTT as it is now, before the ETH launch on the 2nd, does not have that ability enabled. It just has MEV protection.
I need
Okay.
to check.
Yeah, I
I
know
need to check on that.
members in the group recently tried to buy into a project, and he was upset because FTT wouldn't push it, but within, I think, a few hours, it ended up being a giant rug, so FTT actually saved his funds. So it's a really cool feature. A lot of bots don't have that. It's not just about getting the percentage from whatever wins you have. Raiden's project protects the users and makes sure that he's not making money unless you are. So I think that's something a little bit different that needs to be said.
Very unique. Very unique. I like that a lot, actually. All right. And anyone else has any input or questions before we do the giveaway?
I just wanted to reaffirm, get a hold of JM2 and maybe Mike. Those two can work together. A very short time, but if anybody wants whitelists after the giveaway, they could organize that. But like I said, I got to head into work.
All right. Thanks, Matt. We'll catch up soon, brother. All right, Mike. The floor is all yours, brother.
All right. Appreciate that, guys.
Santa Mike.
Santa Mike is here. Had an amazing Eagles den today. Beautiful Saturday over here on the East Coast. And I took down everybody's name. Let me share my screen. Hopefully everybody could see that. Let me just input, grab the names. Bam. Take away this blank name here. 215 total in the Eagles den today. Absolutely amazing den. It was a battle of the bots today. It was actually very exciting. With that being said, we have a little bit of a giveaway, $20 each project today. I'm going to shuffle up these names and grab about 3 winners off the list here. Here's number 1. By the way, guys, there's also going to be an opportunity after this for an additional $15 on a YouTube upload. Be on the lookout for that. Johnny. No way. Johnny's first win in USA Crypto Group.
He's not real, Mike. He's not real. Let's roll it again. I don't think he's real.
We'll roll it again. Oh, wow, look at that.
I don't think Johnny's real. Let's roll it.
Seattle and Johnny got this year out so far.
Seattle.
First, won yourself $20 there. Congratulations. I'm going to shuffle up again. Grab a second. Wouldn't that be something to see Seattle up again? That'd be crazy. Roaring Kitty. Congratulations. Shuffle. Congratulations, Roaring Kitty.
Congrats.
Oh, thank you. What did I win?
$20.
Oh, nice. Thank you. This event was great.
100%. Last but not least is X Research. Congratulations, won yourself $20 as well. That is it for the wheel, guys. Absolutely amazing presentation today from all the projects coming in. Like I said, it was Battle of the Box. Everybody has a little bit something different going on here. And be on the lookout. Always after our Eagles Den here, we put up a poll. It'll probably be the next day. That way everybody has a chance to listen in on the recording if they missed it. They're going to vote for your favorite project that you enjoyed most out of the Eagles Den, out of the 3. And whoever wins is going to get a free full AMA in USA Crypto Group. Looking forward to that. But that's it for the giveaway and also the Eagles Den today. Absolutely amazing presentation from each project. And we are looking forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having.
Thanks, guys.
Always. Thank you. And like I said, also be on the lookout for the YouTube upload. There's going to be an additional $15 opportunity there to like, comment, and share as much as you can. And we'll randomly pick a $15 there as well. Congratulations, guys. Absolutely stand up 215 participant Eagles Den today on this beautiful Saturday. That being it, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace. See you
Peace
guys.
out.
Peace out.
Peace.